The fate is disturbing.
Believe it. Okay.
What's going on, Geeks? This is episode 421 of the Geeks Under Grace podcast. My name is Cody Armour, and I'm here with Jonathan Nichols.
What's up?
Almost messed up my own name. This week we're geeking out about Hobbits, Harry Potter, and Henry Cavill's replacement. What is his name?
David Cornsweat.
That's it.
Mm-hmm.
It's a weird last name.
That is a very weird last name.
Corn Sweat. Sounds like someone from Iowa. I guess Nebraska would be the Cornhuskers. Nebraska would make more sense. Should have said Kansas. Would have been
There you
a
go.
deep cut there.
It's from Philadelphia. I thought, I was like, it would be so
Cornsweats are
funny
from
if he
Iowa.
was.
Nebraska, home of the Corn Sweats. Well, we can get into the games that we've been playing. I played a new game. I got Baldur's Gate. Playing with my wife and our friend Whitley, who's played Baldur's Gate through the first act. And I can't wait until we're through the first act. So that none of us know what's going on. Just because I like to keep a story going, and my wife and our friend are very careful with the things they're doing. But they also both, like, my wife is also playing on her own, and so they're kind of ahead of where we are and know like what to watch out for and things. And so very often I'm being told, "Don't do that," and I'm like, "But I'm experiencing the game for the first time."
Yeah. I played about 80 hours, beat it, and then it was like, Lauren, you have to try this. Then we played another 80 hours through it. And then I did another
Wow.
80 hours with another friend. And so I was like, all right, I gotta take a break so I can kind of forget some of the stuff. So I can come
Yeah.
back and actually experience it again. But
I'm really enjoying it. It's really weird because it's not a game. So I don't play games over and over like that. And it's really weird to me that this massive game people will have like multiple campaigns and we'll play through. I want a game. I'm going to play it without doing almost any side quests. I will just kind of V-line it through the story, and then beeline, whatever it is. And then I'm done with the game. And so it's like, it's been suggested to me that I need to just do my own campaign and make my own decisions on it. And then do with friends something a little bit more freeing, let them kind of do their thing and not be worried about my own actions as much. But I can't imagine playing the game twice. Like, that's such a foreign concept to me.
there's so much replayability. So at first it's like the first act, you're just trying to get the hang of the game, but there's a lot of stuff you miss in the first area. And then it's like you move on to the second area, get to the second act, and then it's like, oh, this is great. And there's a lot of stuff you miss or you can't access. So you don't know how to like to build the skills to access it. And then you get to the third act, and then you're like, oh, okay, so now I understand more about the game. And there's areas there you can't access or you might miss. And so then it's like it'll reference stuff, and you're like, I have no idea what this is. And it's not really important to the story, but you like miss it. So then it's like, oh, now I got to go find it. And then you find it, and it ends up being like a whole other long side quest. And then you forget what you're doing, and then you end up going off on this adventure. And there's quite a bit that every time I play it, I find something new.
Well, that's awesome. Yeah, I am playing a halfling druid, and it looks just like me. Really excited about that. For those who don't know, I'm like 5'3" in real life. So, being this like much shorter than everyone else person with a beard and the little like ponytail thing going on, he looks a lot like me. I'm really excited about it.
That's awesome.
But I talk to all the animals as often as possible. So I speak with animals, and that has been my favorite part of the game, is just like finding like a rat, and there's a rat that would give me a whole quest. We didn't do the quest, but I thought that was really cool.
Have you guys been using the other companions?
We have one that we take with us depending on what we need. The healer, I can't remember her name. I don't remember their names.
Is it Shadowheart?
Shadowheart. Yeah.
Have you found the other ones, or have you guys just been kind of like,
We have Will and Karlak.
okay,
And then we have I might be sorry, these are spoilers. We have the crypt
yeah,
looking
okay.
dude. And is there one more? I think I'm thinking of just the one that you start with. She doesn't have the nose, the green one.
There's actually a lot more. I can't keep up with all of them. My mind just went blank. There's a Starion, and then
Oh, we have a Starion. Forgot
there's
about a Starion.
someone's gonna be upset that I can't remember, but the wizard. There's a wizard you get really quick if you want. Um, it's gonna bother
Okay.
me now. Gale. I don't know why I couldn't think of his name. Gale.
I don't think we have Gale. I can't remember. That name
He's
sounds familiar.
fair warning. He will die. Um, if you don't find
Okay.
him within a certain point in time. Um,
Okay.
so, but you don't have to have him.
Yeah. It's been really interesting. It's cool. It's a fun game. It itches the D&D fever
Mm,
for sure. I really love like finding really unique ways to do things and going, this probably isn't going to work, and then it actually working. And you're like, oh, that's really cool. Okay.
you can stack stuff. I haven't done it to great success, but you can just stack stuff to climb. So you can just steal a bunch of chests or boxes and put them in inventory, and you can
That
like,
was my wife, and her game has just been collecting crates at camp. She just has a whole bunch of crates.
that's so funny.
I was like, what are you gonna do with those? She's gonna climb things. And I said, oh, okay.
Climb things.
Yeah, I'm like, that's cool. Uh, it's a very weird game. It's kind of, to me, it's weird to me, like how much we can and can't do with video games still.
Hmm.
Like, technologically, it feels kind of like a marvel in some senses. Like, how do you have this many options programmed into a game?
Yep.
Um, is really mind blowing to me. Um, but I don't know. There are, smaller things like the way that you jump in the game is really annoying.
Hmm.
And I'm like, you couldn't have figured that out.
Are you guys playing with the controller?
Yes.
Yeah, that's the way to play.
Yeah, it's two PCs and a PS5. We're all on controllers.
I got tired of clicking every time I wanted to walk, so I just started playing with the controller.
Yeah. I also say I really do appreciate on PC you can plug in a DualSense. Most Steam games that I play with a DualSense will still give me Xbox characters,
Oh yeah.
and I have to sit there and guess what the Xbox characters are on the buttons because I always forget. Whereas Baldur's Gate 3 actually sensed the DualSense, pun not intended, and then gave me the right like symbols to press for the buttons. And I was like, oh, that's super nice. Does not happen often for me. Most times I'm playing like Xbox Game Pass, and they definitely don't want me to use a DualSense.
Yeah, for
Um,
sure. Yeah.
Pretty sure I have like a backdoor. It's DS4, I think is the program's called, that programs your
Technically,
controller.
they're supposed to. I was playing the Oblivion remastered through Game Pass, and it was very much like designed for DualSense. But then if you played
Mm-hmm.
on Game Pass, it would break it. And so,
Uh,
yeah, I'd play with the Xbox controller.
well, maybe Xbox should make a DualSense. I think then we all win.
I agree.
DualSense is the superior controller.
100%. I used to be a diehard Xbox controller guy until I got the DualSense, and
It's perfect.
it is.
PS4 controller was a little DualSense 4. What was it called? It wasn't called DualSense.
DualShock.
DualShock was
Yeah.
a little small. Didn't feel quite right. This is the perfect controller.
Yeah. And the other thing is too, which I don't know if you can see this, but for the listeners, I have a Elite 2 controller and it's falling apart.
Okay.
And
That's
that
sad.
is a problem with these controllers. But my PlayStation
That's
controller
wild.
has been dropped and kicked and everything else, and it's still hanging on. So,
Yeah, we have a little like it's not a Roomba, but it's like a knockoff Roomba, and my controller is hardwired into my PC, and the Roomba grabbed the cord and then yanked my controller to the floor the other day, and I was like, "That's the end of that controller." Totally
Yeah.
works, totally fine. Everything's
Yeah.
good.
So like there's this problem with the rubber grips on the Elite 2 controller, and it's like your sweat dissolves the glue, but it also expands the rubber. And so there's no fixing it. So eventually like it's just gonna peel
That's
off.
wild that like that high end of a controller would have any kind of issues.
Yep. So it also came out of the box with joystick drift that I had to fix. So yeah. So saying that,
Um,
DualSense is my choice.
yeah, get a dual sense.
Yeah. Um
I've thought a
uh
few times of like taking the buttons out and getting the letters of an Xbox like custom inlaid,
yeah.
and just making it my PC controller. But
I remember back in the day of the 360, everyone wanted 9mm bullet buttons for some reason. So they'd go on eBay and buy like the modded controllers.
yeah, that's funny.
um,
But anyways, Baldur Games. What I've been playing. What have you been playing?
so last podcast, we talked about Ready or Not.
Uh huh.
And I was like, all right, I need to play it to make an informed opinion
Okay.
because we were reading about the console version being censored. And
Right.
I was like, all right, I got to know why people are so mad about this being censored. I get it now. I understand why they're mad. So, it's a very dark
So are you
game.
playing the censored version or are you playing the
No,
uncensored
I
version?
played the uncensored version. So I beat it
Okay.
before the update came out. Um, so trigger warning, but the whole game is about human trafficking and
Okay.
child exploitation. I had no idea. I didn't even know how to story. And
Yeah.
so
Wow.
I went in completely blind, and the stuff they're censoring kind of makes it super impactful. And it's very gut wrenching because some of the stuff it actually almost turns into a horror game at one point.
Wow.
And I'm like, okay, I get why people are kind of upset. Now, what they're removing or censoring isn't as extreme as people thought it was going to be. Uh,
Hmm.
but yeah, like it's dark. That's all it's really dark.
Okay.
But it's good. Um, they don't pull punches. So they're I don't want to spoil it in case people want to play it for themselves, but like there's a mission where there's a school shooting and they don't censor anything. There's a mission in a nightclub with another mass shooting and it's not censored at all.
Wow.
And then it all has to do with the main story with the child trafficking, but and the human trafficking. But yeah, it's dark. I really did not anticipate it at all. I thought it was like SWAT or maybe like Rainbow Six Siege or Rainbow Six in general, where maybe it was more disconnected missions, and you would like. Originally when it first came out, you had maps, and then you would pick what kind of mission it was, and so it could be a robbery or whatever. And the 1.0 release, they got rid of that and added the story, and so you just get the
Okay.
So, it's good. I get why people are upset now because they're scared it's going to lessen the impact because it was made to bring
Hmm.
awareness to these real things, and
Yeah.
it's gut wrenching. Like there's some scenes that will make you feel sick to your stomach because
Mm.
they tread the line of legality in a couple of missions, and they're just like this is a not even a real version of what people deal with, but this is as close as we can get, and it makes you really
Yeah.
appreciate the the law enforcement officers that actually go help kids and what they actually have to deal with. Um, but yeah, I mean it's a good game. It's just dark. Like I had to start playing other stuff afterwards to like clean my palate.
I remember loving and kind of related. But it just made me think of Watch Dogs, the original Watch. Did you ever play the first Watch Dogs?
Yes. Yep.
Yeah. So my favorite thing is you're playing this game and it's this Grand Theft Auto clone, very much so. You're like a tech nerd in the Grand Theft Auto world basically. And so of course it's got to have a strip club, and you go into the strip club, and the strip club ends up being a story about human trafficking, and it's not children, but you like rescue a bunch of people from a human trafficking ring, and then like brings awareness to human trafficking and turns this thing where I'm sure there were people playing. They were like, "Oh yeah, I get to go to a strip club." And we're like excited about it, and they're like, "Actually,
Yeah.
this is terrible, and this is bad, and this is why." And I was like, "Oh man." It was like it rated M for mature games, so like don't let your kids play it to give them awareness or anything. But I
Yeah.
think it was probably so impactful because people didn't know what they were getting themselves into. Um,
This was
it was cool.
so intense that it was banned in a couple of countries.
I
And
could see that.
the reason why they actually censored, and I say that lightly, was so it could get unbanned, so they could release it. Um, they uh, they fought to keep it uncensored, but they lost. They thought they could get away with it because there's other games that have some of the same stuff in it, to a certain extent, but because it's made in such a realistic manner and it's meant to be recreating reality, it was too much for a lot of the rating boards.
Hmm.
But if people want to play it, go for it. Just know it is very much hard M, and it's very dark. It deals with a lot of dark things, but it made me appreciate my friends that work in this area professionally, helping kids
Yeah,
a
for
whole
sure.
lot more. So
That's really cool. Well, hopefully it'll, like you said, spread awareness. What else have you been playing?
been playing some Batman Arkham Knight, a little palate
Okay.
cleanser.
Yeah.
Felt like it was time, especially with Superman on the horizon. So, but yep, that's
That's
about it.
cool. I've never played it, but I like the Arkham series. Trying to think of the one I did play. Arkham City.
Arkham Knight's
Hmm.
good. It pops up for sale for like $3 on Steam sometimes. So
I think I
pretty good.
have it on something. I just never played it.
Mm.
If that's the one I'm thinking of, I had put a car on a roof. Is that
Yep.
Arkham Knight?
Yeah.
I was really annoyed with that because it did not drive well on the roof, and I was like, I hate this. It was one specific mechanic, and it was one specific building. I'm sure it gets better, but I was so frustrated. I don't know whatever happened to me playing it after that. I just got bored of it. Uh, we will get into the gaming news then. Jonathan, go ahead.
Yeah, so Tales of the Shire runs on decade-old graphics cards, which is super impressive.
And very nice. We need more of that. Like, give me that accessibility.
They're running on GeForce GTX 770s. That is really impressive. But yeah, I mean, for 1080 and 60 FPS on high settings, you need a little more oomph. But it looks like the requirement bar jumps to the 3060 Ti or the Radeon RX 6750 XT. Um,
Hmm.
but yeah, that's really impressive. We do need more games like that because everything requires supercomputers to play, and it's annoying.
Plan to release July 29th, so soon. There's not a price yet. I'm assuming it's gonna be full price. If it's not full price, I'll be more apt to get it because it looks like a cool Hobbit Animal Crossing.
Yeah, I bet it's pretty cheap. I can tell you right now,
I hope
actually.
so.
Uh,
Partial controller support for PlayStation controllers. Let's go.
oh, well, there's no Steam. The release date is July
Yeah, add to your
29th,
wish list.
but
And
there's
no
no
price.
price. Maybe it's free.
That would be crazy. Well, that scares me though.
Yeah, I don't know. But
Then what am I paying? How am I paying for it?
yeah, exactly. Um, but along with that,
Tales of the Shire will be $40 on Nintendo Switch
okay,
and
so
PlayStation 5.
okay,
Probably $40. That's not
yeah,
bad.
that's not bad at all. But
Cool that it can be on Switch. I might do it on Switch. It
is it
totally seems to be a
Switch?
Switch game.
Is it Switch 1 or Switch 2?
Switch 1.
Oh, okay, great. Yeah. Well, I mean, if it can run on 10-year-old hardware, surely it
Yeah.
can run on a Switch.
Yeah. It's almost 10 years old now.
Yeah, pretty
It's cool.
close.
Yeah,
Yeah,
easy.
so Astrobot's also getting a free DLC with characters and levels, which is awesome. Astrobots.
Yeah, super random. I love it though.
They get 2 fan requested bots. Let's
Fan
see.
requested.
You get Cloud and Sephiroth from Final Fantasy VII.
That's so random.
Super random. Um,
I
I wish
did
more
not catch
game
that.
companies would make free DLC like that.
Yeah, it just give you new levels. Like, hey, this game you bought a while back, like you can play
Yeah, yeah.
like
Um,
new content.
Ghost of Yotei is going to be packed with content. Um, it is going to be a massive game, maybe bigger map size than Ghost of Tsushima. Uh,
Okay,
but also
probably
like
that makes sense.
expanded abilities, new weapons, more weapons, way more, way more game mechanics. Some of it is inspired by Breath of the Wild, which is super cool.
Oh,
Um, Several new director modes. So the first one had the Kurokawa mode that made it black and white, distorted the audio, and
okay.
had all the film grain. This one has that
I saw
one.
like a lo-fi one.
They have a
It was
lo-fi,
like a
which
Samurai Champloo or something. It was from an
yeah,
anime.
from Shinichiro Watanabe, the director of Cowboy Bebop and Samurai Champloo. Um, and then Tagashi Mike, I think is how you say it. It's Mike, but with 2 eyes. He's a director of 13 Assassins, Itchy the Killer, which changes some of the camera angles and adds more blood and mud. So um, I'm excited. So I think it looks good. Um, I absolutely love the first one,
Yeah,
so I'm always down for more samurai
my
content.
favorite Assassin's Creed game.
Same. This one's way like this one doubles down on it. I think there's
I'm ready
20
for it.
minutes on of gameplay now on YouTube,
Okay,
so get a
cool.
chance to check that out. Um, but there is a new stealth mechanic where basically you can take out multiple people at once, kind of like Arkham Knight. So you can just it's a new stealth mechanic, so you can bounce between like 3 people before they
Chain reaction.
react. Yeah, you can fight with dual swords. So
That's
it's cool
cool.
stuff. I'm excited.
One of my favorite things, and I don't even know what triggered it for sure. I don't know if it was a story trigger or if it was a side mission trigger. But Ghost of Tsushima, I would be fighting some of the camps, and I hate to ruin this for anyone who hasn't played it, but it's such a cool thing. They'd be like, "For the ghost," and people would come riding in on the camp and then just start shooting and helping you. And they were
Yeah.
allies. I'm guessing from the side quests. Um,
Yep.
but it was like not something I knew was gonna happen, and so I'm just there doing my thing, and then having like allies come and actively help me in game. It was really really cool. I've harped on Days Gone. I think we need a Days Gone sequel. Um, and I
Yep.
really like that implemented me. Days Gone needs a sequel. You need to be starting a motorcycle club that's like smuggling medicines and stuff from camp to camp or something, and then like you go on your own for these missions and then have your um like allies, your motorcycle club, like come in and help knock things out without you having to like control them or anything would be so cool. Like I
Mhm.
was I was in the area, so I decided to just blow up some stuff. I think a Days Gone needs a second chance.
I
And I think
agree.
Ghost of Tsushima, um it could pull a lot from their success.
I think I've never really have had a chance to play Days Gone for very long. So I started playing it on PlayStation Plus, and then I quit paying for it, so I lost the ability, and so I've never
uh
fully beat it. But I've heard it's just stellar.
The story's really good. The gameplay is I like the gameplay. I find it really interesting. My issue with the story is that the whole thing is about you being this like ex motorcycle club like guy. You never really I don't think you're ever a gangster. I think you just are in a motorcycle club. But I have this Sons of Anarchy feel. But you're meeting all these different towns and you're not like creating a bond with and they all have
Mm,
motorcycles, but they're not helping you in any way through the story. And I was like, man, like why am I collecting all these motorcycle friends and they're not gonna like ride with me? Um,
yeah, yeah.
and it's one of those games. Not to spoil it, but the more allies you get in the game, the more end up at the very end of the game. PlayStation had kind of a thing of that for a while. I think Tsushima's the same way.
Hmm.
Tsushima, Horizon Zero Dawn, where like the more side quests you get, the more allies you get, the more like you get at the end, to help you in the ending story.
Yeah.
And so they do that at the end, but I'm like, where have you guys been?
As you're fighting hordes of zombies, like, where have you been?
Yeah, literally thousands of zombies, maybe hundreds. I don't know how much PlayStation could hold up. And they're just nowhere to be found. They're like, yeah, that's just Deke going and doing his thing. Like,
Yeah, the director of that game ever so often throws shade about the fact that they haven't been able to make a sequel. Like he wants to make a sequel really
yeah,
bad, so he throws
I
shade at
think
PlayStation.
it maybe needs another director. But it's a good game. It's a
Yeah, I agree. It seems like he might be what's in the way, blocking them from getting a new
good
one.
game. Yeah. Um. Yeah. It would be cool though. Anyway, Sons of Anarchy with zombies, and I was like, I'm in.
Yeah,
Cool. That is gaming news then. We'll go on to movies. You watched a pretty big movie.
I did.
Movie
I
of the
did.
year?
Oh, pushing it.
Yeah.
Um, so I watched Superman,
Yes.
a little movie that came out this weekend. Not a lot of people know about it. Breaking the internet actually. I loved it. So I am, and this is probably a huge surprise to everyone that's been listening. Huge DC comic nerd. Um, you can't see it, but around my office is just action figures. They're purposely out of frame, so I can hide my nerdiness a little bit. But huge comic fan. I've restarted my comic collection probably 5 times over just different moves. Stuff gets messed up, or I gave my little brother a bunch of comics, and so I've had to restart. But huge Superman fan, huge Batman fan, and I enjoy most superhero movies. I enjoyed uh, Superman Returns. Thought it was pretty good. Um, not the best movie, but I still enjoyed it. Man of Steel I really liked at the time. I think because there was the Dark Knight trilogy, and me and Cody kind of talked about this before the podcast, but it's like
Yeah.
you get Nolan's Batman that's kind of more gritty and grounded, and then you get Superman that's more gritty and grounded, and it felt like a nice, um, kind of like a nice opposite to Superman Returns, which is kind of being more campy, more comic booky.
Hmm.
Um, Technically a sequel to Christopher Reeve's Superman movie, technically.
Yeah,
Um,
I remember back then. I kind of forgot about that movie. We all thought that Nolan's Batman and that Superman were gonna get together because of
yep.
MCU had us all messed up. I thought everything was coming together.
They at one point I think they were talking about Superman Returns and The Dark Knight or something was supposed to tie together, but I don't think Christopher Nolan really wanted it because
Yeah,
he was, but yeah, it was like that was
because he's an
being like
artiste.
I don't think Superman even throws a punch in that movie. I think he pretty much like saves a few people
Dude.
and then lifts some heavy objects and then
I
that's
don't
it.
remember that movie at all. I just know that Kevin Spacey was Lex Luthor.
I think Kevin Spacey was pretty good in it, but
That's all I remember.
um, it's not awful. But I definitely think that there's like it missed the mark a lot. But this movie, I think for me, hit every checkbox I could have hoped for. I can't go into spoilers. Go watch it. Even if you end up hating it, it's worth the watch, in my opinion, because we need more DC movies, and we need to encourage Warner Brothers to pump money into DC.
Yeah.
Uh, but I mean, it. Best way I can say is like it's like if you go to a comic book store and you grab a Superman comic book off the shelf and you open it because there's something that happens before that book, but it's like it doesn't really matter because you get the context of what's
Hmm.
happening in the comic. And so technically it it kind of places you right in the middle of this world where all this stuff's been happening already. They don't try to build it up. There's no origin stories, and it's like isn't afraid to be a superhero movie. It is just full of deep cut references to Superman. It's got deep cut references to other Superman movies that again, I'm not gonna spoil it because it's stuff that I missed at first, and then it hit me after I watched the movie. I was like, oh yeah, that's a callback to a Christopher Reeve movie,
That's
and there's
cool.
multiple of those. There's just stuff that's in the movie itself that is a deep cut callback to comics that people may not even know about. And um, again, I can't even bring those up because it's a spoiler. Um, but it's absurd. It's funny. It's not Guardians of the Galaxy with Superman. That's a big criticism I've heard from some people. Not a lot of
Mhm.
people, but a few people brought up. It's tonally way different. Even the humor's different. It's done differently. It's very fast paced. It doesn't stop, so it starts pretty fast, puts you in action, and it keeps going. Some people didn't like that. They felt like you need to be slower. Um, I think it's fine. Um, it's not trying to be a genre defining, redefining film. And so if you're expecting something to change how you view superhero movies, I don't think you're going to find it in this. I think you're going to find that it's just trying to be a good Superman movie. And it does it. And uh, if they keep this momentum, I think we're going to have a really good competitor to the MCU.
Let's hope. I'm excited. I haven't seen it yet, but I plan to very soon. Um, it looks great. I don't know. The trailers look like a comic, like everything you're saying, like a comic book movie.
Yeah,
Um,
colors, everything is
I
just
really
super.
like, and I agree with James Gunn in his uh, concept that superhero fatigue isn't real necessarily. It's bad story fatigue.
Hmm.
And that if we work on quality stories and quality movies, that people will come back to superhero movies. Um, I think specifically with MCU, they really got into an algorithm, a just formula that they were following for
Hmm.
every movie, and so it worked really well the first few times. But they kept doing it, and it was like, okay, we get it. Like we're watching the same movie over and over.
Yeah, and Hollywood in general is kind of like that, where they try to write movies by board meetings.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that is something that a lot of people uh forget because again, it's not like superhero fatigue. It's executives trying to make decisions on movies and storylines, and they've never made movies. They're just like they push numbers. That's their whole goal is to make
Mm-hmm.
money. And so I think that that's a good perspective of like people are just tired of bad stories.
Well, um, hopefully, I mean, James Gunn seems to get that, so hopefully we'll see that continue in the future. Uh, a movie that I saw, kind of random, K-pop Demon Hunters. Have you seen this at all? Have you?
Um, so I watched like 5 minutes of it with my wife. I think
Okay.
she watched it like 5 times. I'm not even joking.
It's amazing. I don't. Everyone I know has watched it multiple times. I've only seen it once, and it is cool. Like if you watch it more, there is a very detailed movie, um, in the animation, and so you could find more things out as you're watching it. I've just been finding out through TikTok,
Oh, that's funny.
uh, little nods of things like, "Did you catch this? Did you catch this?" I'm like, "I didn't catch any of this," but I'm not gonna watch the movie again, necessarily. It is a kids movie. It does deal with demons. They are the Korean concept of demons and not a Christian concept of demons. So kind of keep that in mind as far as like letting your kids watch it. Probably have a lot of explaining to do. But
Yeah.
my favorite thing about my TikTok right now is live in this very weird space on TikTok, and so I'm getting Christian, um, like it's Christians watching K-pop Demon Hunter and then taking the music and then correlating it to Christian themes,
Mm.
which I do. Geeks Under Grace does all the time. We love doing that, but I haven't seen that like happen on my TikTok before. And so it's been really cool. They'll take the songs. They're like, "How is this not a Christian song?" And they like go through all of the music, the lyrics, and pull it apart piece by piece. And go, "This is a Christian theme. This is a Christian theme." Um, I think that's really fun. The music in it is incredibly catchy. But I kind of like K-pop. So if you were to ask me Blackpink. I was like, if you ask me an artist of K-pop, I wouldn't know who it is. Blackpink's an artist. I'm not super well versed in K-pop, but I like some of the
So,
music.
um, I think this number changed a little bit, but you'll find this interesting. But 31% of the South Korean population is actually Christian, as in practicing.
Oh, okay.
So, I thought it was higher. I thought it was somewhere in the 55%, but I'm not sure how updated these numbers are. But just fun fact, it's actually a pretty religious country.
Oh, I did not know
It
that.
um it influences a lot of their K-pop bands. Even if it's not like outright themes, it's just how they live their
Mhm.
lives. So it's pretty fascinating. I've
That's
learned a lot
cool.
of this through my wife because she loves K-pop. So
No, it's awesome. Yeah, when you watch it, you kind of notice there's a lot of things that are like the demons are out to get souls, but they are like consuming the souls.
mhm.
Um, Almost kind of Demon Slayer from the Japanese anime
Yeah,
esque in
that's
their
interesting.
concept of demons. They are monsters that look like humans and then um, trick humans so that they can take their souls and things. And so the K-pop demon hunters are these K-pop stars that play music, and they get the fans to be really hyped about their music, and that somehow fights the gates to hell from like letting the demons out. Um,
That sounds like every excuse for every Christian 80s rock band to exist.
yeah, yeah, it is. Um, it's weird, uh, but really really good. I definitely recommend it. It's on Netflix. It's free to watch, especially if you have kids that are a little bit older, a little well versed in their faith. I think it's worth checking out for sure. Even if you don't have kids, just go watch it. If you watch anime, you'll love it. If you liked
Yeah,
Arcane, you'll be all about
it is definitely uh yeah, it's definitely very anime-esque.
it. Yeah.
So,
I've heard that there will be sequels. I'm sure there will be because it's kind of a phenomenon right now. It sets itself up, I believe, to be a trilogy, is what I've read. Um,
okay.
so it's cool. Um, and most importantly, it's original. Um, we don't have a lot of original things that really take off, so I'm excited about that as well. Didn't see Tanjiro in there though. Thought that was weird.
Yeah, um yeah.
There's a Demon Slayer for those who reference for those who don't know anime. Um, we'll get into the movie news though. We got a trailer for Red Sonja that kind of
Yes.
looks. It doesn't look bad. I really don't
It's
know.
a
Like I'm just kind of
I
indifferent. It's rude to call
it
it a B movie. It looks a bit like a B movie to me of Gladiator,
it's
but I think
weird
it's fair.
because like it feels like an indie film, but I don't think it looks bad, but it doesn't look high budget, but it doesn't look low budget. It's like in this weird in between
You know
purgatory
what
of
vibes is giving
budgets.
me? Dwayne Johnson's Hercules.
Yeah, I can see that. Um,
Now that I think about that,
I
that movie was not a bad movie. Had the worst trailer ever.
it did. I
So,
agree.
for those who don't remember this movie, Dwayne Johnson plays Hercules, and there is a small scene in the movie where they are playing out all of his giant feats. But the story is about him being a con man, and that all these feats aren't real, um, and that he like has been doing them through con work, like kind of like theatrics. The trailer is just a cut of those like crazy feats happening that they were like playing out. And so it looks like he's fighting big monsters through the entire movie, and he's not. He's
Yeah.
conning you. They literally conned us as the viewers in the trailer, and you feel completely betrayed when you watch the movie.
I was trying to find the the budget for this film.
Oh yeah. They did the same
Um,
thing with Robin Hood with Charlie Hunnam.
yes, yeah.
Trailers made it look like it was very fantastical wizards and like giant Lord of the Rings looking elephants and things, and it wasn't that movie at all. It was just like little snippets from that movie. There was kind of an
Um,
era of trailers just being completely wrong.
yeah, like the 2010s. That whole like decade was kind of like that.
Yeah, it was like this could have been a good movie. Your trailer makes it look like a good movie. Why is it not this movie?
So this movie is under 2 hours long, which is a little bit weird. It's an hour and
Yeah.
50 minutes. Oh, okay.
Huh?
So wait, hang on. Is this referencing the original from 1980? Oh, okay, yeah, it is. Okay. It was the original made 7 million under $7 million, but had $179 million budget. The original.
Wow.
So basically killed the franchise.
So they're gonna make this movie $7 million, and hopefully make $179 million in revenue. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know.
They're like, you can make this movie, just don't put anybody in it. My biggest thing is that Robert Sheehan's in it, and I love that actor so much, and he is not in enough. Um, Robert Sheehan is an amazing actor, so I'm hoping that'll.
The actress looks so familiar. Matilda? What? I don't know what else she's been in.
She didn't look familiar to me either. The trailer doesn't look bad, like I said.
Oh well, yeah. She was in The Rings in
Okay.
2017. But yeah, I don't know. Cool.
I'm looking for the budget with you, and it says Red Sonja does give off budget mid 2000s made for TV movie vibes,
Yeah.
but not necessarily a deal breaker. And that's kind of my thing. Is if it's on Netflix or something, I'll watch it on Netflix. People are running it through the mud. We'll see. Hopefully, hopefully it's all right.
It's a movie.
Um,
It's definitely,
yeah.
yeah.
There's a Donkey Kong movie in the works. Probably. They filed a copyright notice. Nintendo did. So I'm sure we'll get a Donkey Kong movie soon.
Seth Rogen playing Donkey Kong.
Yeah, that doesn't surprise me at all. That seems like a logical next step.
Wasn't he Donkey Kong in the Mario movie?
Yeah.
Wasn't it Seth? So yeah.
As long as you give me Funky Kong, I'm in. Funky Kong was the coolest. And Chunky Kong. We need a Chunky Kong. I love DK64 so much.
Yeah, there is a Zelda movie coming out as well. So
I'm not excited about the Zelda movie.
It's Wes Ball who's directing it, which is a very odd choice. He's done some stuff that's okay, but
it should be one of these Illumination style animated movies at the very least. It really should be a Miyazaki film.
It should be.
I mean, that would be a dream come true. And they would never be that wise. But making it like one of these Donkey Kong CGI things and doing your Smash Bros, crossovers, totally makes sense to me.
Wes Ball has had more canceled movies than he's had movies in production.
That's
which is what's
terrifying.
concerned. Yeah.
Do you think it'll get canceled?
I don't think so. I think Nintendo is going to stick with it because he
Mm.
did the Maze Runner trilogy, and those were pretty good.
Okay.
And then he
Yeah.
did the Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes, which did really good. So
I like
I
that
mean,
too.
he's getting
Yeah. It's
80%
still
on Rotten
just
Tomatoes. So
it needs to be animated.
I
Zelda
agree.
like uh, legitimately if Miyazaki or the people that did Your Name would do really good with it too, I think. But um
Yeah.
Miyazaki and making those creatures, the like goblins or whatever they're called, um little Miyazaki creatures would be so good.
One of the Google searches for this Zelda movie is, will Tom Holland be playing Zelda?
Be playing Zelda. Yes.
Uh,
Oh boy.
uh,
That's another thing. Nintendo, give me I've been on these soapbox for a while. Give me my Sheik, Legend of Sheik game.
one of the main producers is Avi Arad, who is a producer of Craven, Venom, Venom the Last Dance, Morbius, uh,
No.
Spider-Man Beyond the Spider-Verse,
Oh, okay.
but he's also did the original Blade.
No.
Well,
Um,
actually, this he is a producer on all the
I didn't know he
Spider-Man
did Blade and
movies.
Morbius.
So he's a producer on all the Sam Raimi Spider-Man movies. I don't know, maybe, but that does not
No,
give me hope.
that's awful. I want
Um,
in Ocarina of Time. There's a 7-year gap where Sheik is doing her thing, and we don't get to see that story. Either make that a movie. That would be a cool movie too,
mhm.
or make it a video game where I can play as Zelda.
And here's a little bit of hope, hopium, as the kids call it these days. Um, the other producer is let's see if I can pronounce this. Shigeru Miyamoto. He's the director of the Zelda games.
Okay.
So there's a
Hmm.
chance. They're real picky. So
Yeah. There's a chance. We'll see. Let's hope.
uh,
Uh, and then you brought up Superman. Probably should have started there. Opening global international box office was they've got their budget right.
yeah, so they made 220 million, and I believe the budget was 220. So the
That's
opening
awesome.
had actually had probably I think if IGN was correct, they had the largest opening for a Superman movie since the original Christopher Reeve Superman. So did really well. The
Good.
box office is down a total of 25% since COVID. So it's still hanging on. It's getting better,
Hmm.
but I don't know. They don't think I don't know if it'll be a $1 billion movie, but it's made its budget back, so that's all that matters.
Yeah. I mean, it's only been a week, right?
Yeah, no, it came out. They had early screenings Thursday, but it came out Friday officially.
Oh yeah. Yeah. So I
So
mean, it could be $1 billion movie.
let's see what the
Maybe.
budget was on this, because I want to fact check myself, make sure I was
Yeah.
quoting an article. Um, yeah, 225 million. So it's about 5 million short as of like 8 a.m. this morning.
Okay.
So
That's awesome. Very cool. From there we'll get into our TV shows. I feel like I'm missing a TV show that I watched, but I can't remember. I did get to watch Squid Games season 3. I won't give anything away. I like the show. I don't love the ending. Um, but I also like. I don't know. I don't want to give anything away.
yeah,
It's.
no,
I don't like shows that'll take their characters and they'll build up this like character development and like give you this character and who they are and then just kind of um don't follow through with it feels very Game of Thronesian to me.
yep. I compare it to Game of Thrones. I was like, this must have been what people felt like while watching the last episode of season 8.
Yeah, I mean, to your point, you were saying like it feels very much like the characters kind of just lose, and not necessarily their character development, but just who they are in general throughout the
Hmm.
show. In Game of Thrones, I think the point of the story was character development doesn't matter. They had all of the characters build this crazy amount of character development, and then almost all of them like 180 on it, and it was like people don't change was kind of the story they were trying to tell.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
and it was heartbreaking.
I don't think it's as bad as people say. Season 8, not Squid Games. Make up your mind on Squid Games yourself. But I do agree with Cody. But I think season 8 is not as bad as people
Game of
say
Thrones.
it is. I think it was just in the moment, watching it live. That's why it hit so hard and bothered so many people. But
I could be. I still think it would have been funny and would have got the same message across if the Night King or whatever his name was would have sat on the throne and then everyone died. The zombies take over the world.
yeah, um,
It would
I
have
still
been so frustrating, but so perfect.
I still think they could totally just swallow their pride and just come out with a new season and just be like,
Uh...
"Oh, this was a vision, and this is what could happen." I mean,
Yeah.
I'd be fine. I'd be like, "All right, cool. Like that's a cop out, but let's do it. I'm all down. Need some
They
more
would be
Kit
the first one. It
Harington."
wasn't like there's a Twilight movie. I haven't watched Twilight movies, but I was watching a clip of it, and there's like 30, 45 minutes, I guess, of one of the movies, and it's all a dream or a vision. And then the real
Yeah,
stuff happens, and everyone was like, "How is this happening? Why is this happening?" I guess it was a big
I
deal.
I, I would be down 100% for that, or if they continued it in an animated series
Oh yeah,
and just kind of like, "All right, this is actually how season 8 is supposed to happen." But they won't do
yeah,
it. But you know,
yeah. It was just I really think that the point he was trying to make, or they were trying to make, was people don't change, and I was like, this
hmm,
is a really rough moral of the story to have.
yeah,
It was very sad. Um, I think just kill them all. Just Night King takes over. It would have been the most Game of Thronesy thing to do. I've just been like,
mhm.
nobody wins ever.
I still hold the conspiracy theory that it ended how the books are going to end, and that's why it's taking so long.
He's got to
Is he
rewrite it
doesn't
all
know how
because
to?
everyone hates it.
He's like, I don't
So
know how to
funny.
rewrite this now. Like, what do
Yeah,
I do?
that's hilarious. I feel like I watched something else, but I don't remember what it was. Tell us about Seinfeld, and I'll try to think.
Yeah, I had to have a palate cleanser after Ready or Not, so been watching Seinfeld, getting some laughs in.
Oh,
Um,
I remember now. Cool.
they're all horrible people that that's, that's the plot of the show. They're just horrible people, but in the most ridiculous situations.
I never have watched a lot of Seinfeld. Um, I've seen clips of it like growing up and stuff, but I don't know if I ever watched like a full episode of it. It was funny every time I watched it.
Yeah, it's good. It's a very like nothing happens kind of show,
Yeah, I was a Friends
but
guy.
yeah.
Um, the other thing that I watched, I finished Ironheart. I don't think I've talked about the ending of that
Mm-mm.
on here. We skipped last week. Ironheart. I hate any show where I'm like, you gotta get through the first couple episodes. Because in my mind, if you have to get through the first couple episodes, that's not a good show. But I am really glad that I did because the story is not at all what you would think it's going to be going into it, and I was caught off guard twice. And with my ADHD, I'm usually not caught off guard. Now that I've said that and you watch it, you're like, well, I totally could predict these things. But when you're kind of watching it blind and like I'm just used to what Disney does, um, I was very surprised at the choices that made with the writing. Um, it's really weird because the acting gets better and the writing gets a little better. It's still kind of cheesy at times. As far as the dialogue, I should not the writing. The dialogue is cheesing, but it really feels extra forced in those first couple episodes, and they're trying to set everything up
Mm-hmm.
for you. Once it actually plays out, you're like, oh, the writing's actually pretty good. Um, it's just really awkward dialogue for some reason. I don't know who made those choices to just really telegraph everything that's happening. Um, but um, yeah, the actor that plays the Hood is phenomenal through the entire thing. I'm looking up his name now. Anthony Ramos
I
from
think.
Twisters and
Yeah. I was gonna
Hamilton.
say. He was in
Does
Twisters.
really, really well. And then also, big spoilers, but if you look up Ironheart cast, you can see Sacha Baron Cohen. We've all heard rumors of him being Mephisto. It's kind of crazy because he's going to be an important character, I think, going forward. And they like put him in this side pocket of a show that no one really cares about. And I feel like he's going to be super important as far as like the Doctor Strange, Midnight Suns type stuff happening soon.
Yeah.
But he's phenomenal. It's really weird that Borat makes such a good Satan, but
Yeah. That's what I was hearing. Like, people were complaining. They're like, this sucks because he does such a good job.
it's
But, like,
great.
yeah. That's cool. I'll have to give it a
Yeah.
shot.
I remember you said you weren't going to watch it, and I was like, I don't know. If you can get through those first couple episodes, it ends up being worth it. It's only 6 episodes, too, so that's a nice thing as well. I figured it would be 9 episodes. I thought 6 episodes was really weird. They're 6 episodes. They're not an hour long. They're like 40 minutes long, 45 minutes long, for the most part.
Okay.
And so it's not a whole lot of commitment. And I think that, you'll watch it and you will be surprised.
Okay. I'll have to check it out.
Well, I don't want to give anything else away. Any more spoilers than that, but it caught me off guard for sure. All right, we'll get into the TV news. We got our first look at Harry Potter from HBO's TV show, and he looks kind of like the book.
He
You said
does,
that,
yeah.
and I was like, "You're right, yeah." Scrubs revival happening.
Yes.
I don't know how many people care about Scrubs, but I love Scrubs. And the original trio are coming back. So Donald Faison and Sarah Chalk. And Zach Braff, obviously.
I grew up watching it, but I don't remember too much about it. So I need to rewatch it at some point.
Yeah. I'm very excited about it. It takes place in the same hospital. Should be good. And then our last story, EdgeRunners, is getting a standalone season 2, so it'll be a separate story, but another story in the EdgeRunner cyberpunk world. And I'm really, really excited about that. Love
I'm
EdgeRunners.
ready to be hurt again.
Yeah.
So we went to about 45 minutes north of where me and Cody live to there's an IMAX up there. It's our closest IMAX, and in that city there is a vintage stock that is better than our vintage stock in Fort Smith, and they had the EdgeRunners soundtrack on vinyl, and I was like, oh no, all the emotions from watching the show is flooding back. No. But I was like, I can't get emotional in vintage stock in front of my wife.
It's funny. That's awesome. Yeah, very excited about that. I think we're getting it next year.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to see.
We may not have a release date yet, but it's in the works. So we'll keep you posted when we get a better answer.
Oh yeah, it says now in production, so there's no telling.
Yeah. But that's all that I'm geeking out about. You geek out about anything else this week?
No, that's it. Probably gonna keep geeking out about Superman. Been listening to the soundtrack on repeat, so
Nice.
that's about it.
Very cool. All right, we'll end the podcast there then. Jonathan, where can they find you at?
You can find me on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube at Different Lens Media.
Cool. You can find me on Instagram at Cody Armour. Keep gaming, keep praying, and God bless.